Measure and cut your wallboard to size. The wallboard can be cut by using a straight edge and a sharp utility knife, scoring and cutting both sides of the board. Starting 12 inches up from the floor, secure the wallboard to the studs using screws and washers, placed every 12 inches vertically along the studs. Cover the washer with watertight sealant with a minimum of 1 inch overlap around the washer. Use a flat putty knife to strike the sealant in. You will repeat this step for all boards installed. Note: make sure to apply a bead of sealant between each change of plane with a 2-inch overlap on each side. Dry fit the drain body in place to ensure proper fit to the center of the waste pipe. If needed, a 2-inch foam strip is included to accommodate for the drain location. Dry fit the pan in place to ensure proper fit of all components. Take measurements and trim the drain body to coordinate with the location of the center of the waste pipe. Your waste pipe should be cut approximately 3 1/8 inches below the subfloor. Connect the gray adapter to the shark bite fitting. Connect the shark bite fitting to the waste pipe. The top of the gray adapter should be sitting 1/4 inch below the top of the subfloor. Apply watertight sealant to the area in which the drain will be installed. Tip: outline the drain so you don't apply more than needed. Using a 1/8 inch V-notched trowel, spread the sealant. Apply watertight sealant on the edge of the drain body and along the back wall where the trough will meet the pan. Apply watertight sealant to the back of the drain body. Use a 1/8 inch V-notched trowel to spread the sealant in. Place the black gasket rounded side up. Install the drain body in place, pressing it into the sealant. If using the 2-inch foam accommodation, apply a bead of sealant to each side of the foam that connects to the wallboard and drain. Place the 2-inch piece in place and press it into the sealant. Screw the threaded collar hand tight to the gray drain adapter and compress the seal. Fit your end cap in place and draw a line where it ends. Sealant should be applied 1 inch back from the end of the cap. Apply watertight sealant to the drain body where the end cap will sit. Use a 1/8 inch V-notched trowel to spread the sealant in. Also apply sealant to the backside of the end cap and spread it out with a 1/8 inch V-notched trowel. Place the end cap in place and firmly press it into the drain body. Note: if your drain is going from wall to wall, install the second end cap now. If installing the drain from wall to curb, install curb first, then the second end cap. Clean the surface where the shower pan will be installed. Use a 3/8 inch square notched trowel to apply thin-set mortar to the subfloor. Use a 3/8 inch square notched trowel to apply thin-set mortar to the pan in the same direction of the subfloor. Apply a 1/2 inch bead of sealant to the perimeter of the pan, as well as the installed wall boards, and place the pan in place. Apply sealant where the curb will meet the pan and drain connection. Apply thin-set mortar to the subfloor with a 3/8 inch square-notched trowel. Apply thin-set mortar to the curb with a 3/8" square notched trowel. Apply sealant to the ends and side of the curb where it will meet the wallboard and pan. Press the curb firmly in place to ensure full compression of the sealant. Apply sealant using a 1/8" V-notched trowel to the pan and to the flange of the trough and end pieces. Apply watertight seam tape where the sealant was applied. Use a flat putty knife to press the tape into the sealant. Do the same steps over again to apply tape between the pan and drain body. After all your wallboard is installed, apply sealant to the inside corners where the wallboard meets the shower pan. Use a flat putty knife to spread the sealant out. Press the preformed inside corners into the sealant. Repeat this with all corners. Next, apply sealant to the pan and wallboard where the waterproof seam tape will be placed. Use a flat putty knife to spread the sealant out. Apply the watertight seam tape, ensuring a minimum 2" overlap to seal all joints fully. Take a pair of scissors and cut out the seam tape that overlaps the drain body. Apply sealant to the cut areas to ensure a seal. Cut your outside corner to fit correctly over the inside corner and your curb. Apply sealant to the wallboard and the curb. Use a flat putty knife to press the sealant into the surface. Install the outside corner, pressing it into the sealant with a flat putty knife. Repeat this step on the other outside corner. To install the pipe collar, apply watertight sealant to the wallboard where the pipe collar will be installed. Use a flat putty knife to smooth out the sealant. Apply the pipe collar and use a flat putty knife to press it into the sealant. Apply a 1/2" bead of sealant on the perimeter of the pipe collar. Press the sealant in with a flat putty knife. To install the mixing valve, position it in place and apply sealant to the underside where it meets the wallboard. Use a flat putty knife to press the sealant into the wallboard. Use a flat putty knife to press the mixing valve into the sealant. Apply sealant to the outside perimeter of the mixing valve. Press the sealant in with a flat putty knife. Using a straight edge, mark your studs to ensure proper installation. Position your niche reverse side facing the wallboard. Use a level to ensure it is level and in the correct position. Trace the perimeter of the niche onto the wallboard. Remove any pre-installed screws and washers where the niche will be installed. Using a utility knife, cut out the marked area. Apply watertight sealant to the edge of the wallboard. Apply watertight sealant to all edges of the niche. Insert the niche, striking any excess sealant into the wallboard. Secure the niche to the wall with screws and washers every 8 inches. Install the screws and washers. Apply watertight sealant where the wallboard and niche meet, as well as on all washers. Use a flat putty knife to press the sealant into the wallboard and niche. Ensure that there is a 1-inch overlap of sealant on each side of the seam. If installing the shelf, apply sealant to all sides touching the niche. Place the shelf in the desired location and press it into the niche. Ensure that the shelf is level. Apply sealant to the inside of the niche. Use a flat putty knife to press the sealant in. Measure the length of the installed trough and end caps and use the measurements to cut the stainless steel tracks to length. Apply sealant to the drain body. Use a 1/8 inch V-notch trowel to spread the sealant. Place the grates in place. Press the grates into the sealant below. Apply a bead of sealant to the top of the drain grates. Use a flat putty knife to press the sealant into the grates. Note: you will want to cut your tileable grate after tile is installed to make sure you can remove it easily. You have completed installing your single slope pan. Thanks for watching.